Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? What's good? I hope you guys have been doing well and taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff and whatever and what's not. Okay, so this message is just a general message for you guys. Um, I asked collective to, I said collective, Lord, excuse me, y'all. I asked spirit to, give me a message for what the collective needed to know. All right, so um yeah, let's see what's going on with y'all, okay? So we have community out here. It did come out um reverse, right? And I don't try to read oracle cards reverse. I tend to, like to read them upright. So I got ready to um put it upright, and then I had got new mother. I said new mother, new life, divine mother that came out following it, and then Spirit was like, no, the community should be in reverse. Okay. So with that being said, there's this energy of some of you guys could be leaving a certain community. Okay. Um, for many of you, it's just that time. It's just time for you to release and let go of some things. Some of you guys could have been holding on to them for quite some time, or holding on to it for quite some time. So this could be an actual community, like somewhere where you live, and you're deciding to move, or you're just needing to move for whatever reason. Um, this could be a group of people. Okay, this could even be like a specific community, whether we're talking, um, I don't know, some type of organization, or even like, I don't know, say you've been a part of the LGBTQ community and you're just deciding now that like you want to be heterosexual, right? It's possible. There's people that have done it numerous times. I actually happen to know of someone who has. Okay. Um, and so, yeah, so it's going to be different for everybody, obviously, but it's just that time. I believe that you feel like it's time. Um, and not even just that, just spirit is letting you know that, like, yeah, it's just time for you to um, remove yourself from this community. Now, this could just literally be a group of friends, you know what I'm saying, or business partners or whatever, people that you've been around for quite some time. So, or some of y'all, it could even be family. Okay, the people who, um, and now I'm not talking to y'all who, if you have a supportive community, I don't believe that this one's for you, at least not this portion of the message. I feel as though this is for those of you who feel as though your community does not support you. Okay, so whether that means wherever you stay right now, your neighbors don't like you, or they're bothered by you in some way, or they just always keep tabs on you, or they do a bunch of little silly stuff to kind of annoy you. um, I could be talking to you. If you have, I think I already said it, but if you have family and so-called friends that you could just tell like they don't support you, yeah, like it's just, yeah, it's time to remove yourself from that community. Okay. Um, I just feel as though your ancestors are assisting you with this transition. Okay. I feel as though, excuse me, hold on one second, y'all. Okay. I feel as though like you've been telling yourself that everything is fine, or you've been doing your best to like make things okay. Some of you guys may have even been like kind of going out of your way and doing stuff to like try to make people like you within this community, or I don't know. So, just this is just a random example, but like say say this isn't even like you directly, because this could even be like about your children. Like, say you're a mother or a father. Okay, that part of it doesn't necessarily matter specifically, but just say you're a parent. You live in a certain area, a certain community. Now, for some of y'all, it could be that maybe you're different. Maybe this community is not used to diversity, and you've been just trying to, like, your children. Kids are kids. Generally, until they are shown something different, they just are kids. They just love and they want to make friends. They want people to play with and things of that nature, right? Um, so, maybe ever since you moved into wherever area this is, your child has been trying to play with other kids. Now, granted, maybe your child did actually come across a friend, and maybe they're different, okay? Maybe they're different races, different cultures, whatever. And they had no problem playing with each other amongst themselves as children. However, the parents may have had a problem with their child playing with your child, okay? And so, maybe that's caused some issues. Maybe this child's parents have kind of said some things. Um, didn't even have to be directly to you. Could be, and maybe that's where you're realizing, like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. This is not the way they're acting is not okay. It's not fine. Okay, it's unacceptable, and it's just that time for us to go ahead and find somewhere else, because maybe this is just not where we're supposed to be. You want your children to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable, and you want to feel welcomed. And you don't feel that way where you are. Okay. Some of you guys could have even went to the extent of offering certain things. You know what I'm saying? So say your kids wanting to play with that kid, you have your kid like share some popsicles or something, right? And you're like, yeah, take the, you want a popsicle? Okay, cool. Make sure you take one out to your friends. So your child goes and gives, this kid a popsicle, and you're not really thinking much about it because, they're kids, they're playing, kids are supposed to share. You're just kind of trying to do a good deed. And maybe this parent had a problem with it. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, we are in times where parents should definitely ask another parent, like, hey, is this okay for me to give your kid XYZ, right? Just because of so many different factors, one being just allergies on a lighter note, right? But this parent had an issue with it. They made a big deal about it. Maybe I exchange words, whatever. But this is just an example. It could be so many different things, y'all. Okay, some of y'all could just stay in a community where maybe your neighbors are just very rude. Maybe they're inconsiderate. Like if you're in an apartment space and say you live on the bottom level and you have neighbors that are above you and they're just very rambunctious. They always making noise or always stumping, or maybe they just have kids and kids do a lot. um excuse me. And so maybe you just like, look, this ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna have to move because nothing about this is fine. It's just that time. And maybe you really did. Excuse me, Lord, this dang on coffee is not helping. Hold on. Okay. I might need to drink some water. Anywho, um, and you really try to like, I don't want to say wait it out, but I don't know, maybe for some of y'all that resonates, but just try to like really work through it, because I feel as though like generally maybe you weren't at home a lot like during the day or whatever, and so you're just like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna make it work. But any things change, right? So you could have started working remotely. So now you're working from home and there's just noise while you're trying to work or whatever it is, right? Maybe you're trying to sleep because like maybe you're um like say you do work remotely, but you work remotely in the evening, right? Versus the daytime. And that's when these kids are home from school or whatever, and they're just making the most noise, and it's just affecting your production and whatnot, right? And just your personal peace. So you just like, yeah, this is probably not gonna work. So you're probably considering like just moving from the apartments as a whole, or having the apartments find you another available space. I mean, it could be so many different things for different people, okay? But definitely emphasis on you needing to remove yourself from a certain community and it just being the time to do so. Because as much as you want to try to make it okay, or say that you're fine or things are fine, it's not okay. And I feel as though you know that as well. Plus, it's just time for you to get your own personal justice when it comes to certain circumstances. So, like I was saying, um, I just lost my whole train of thought. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, yeah, like with like I was saying, with certain communities, like example, say you have a friend group and you just come to notice that like they don't support you at all. Like maybe you're working on building a brand, building a business, um whatever. Maybe you have kids and sometimes you need help here and there with your kids. You can't really get any of them to help you with your kids. I mean, it's so many different things it could be for different people, and you're just kind of tired. You're like, well, if you're supposed to be my family and my friends, like I should be able to rely on you, trust you, call on you to assist me with whatever. And no, not on the level of dependency, what I'm saying, where I'm just always calling like, hey, I need this, hey, I need this, hey, I need this, hey, I need this. But just if there's some type of something going on, I should be able to call you guys because you are supposed to be a part of my community. And you just don't feel supported. And so you like, man, look, I'm gonna have to just let this go. I'm gonna have to just find me a new group of friends or partners or whatever, so that I don't have to keep feeling the way I'm feeling, because I'm not supposed to be feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people who's supposed to be a part of my community. Anywho, moving forward. So you will be transitioning, okay? You will be moving forward into a new life. Some of you guys will actually be moving. This will be a big, good thing for you. This will come at an advantage to you. There's a possibility that you could have some type of advantage when it comes to finding this next new space of where you're going to move or stay, or the new community that you're going to be coming into. Example, maybe you've already been being scouted by certain things. So mind y'all, this could even be if you were like, you play sports or um whatever, y'all. It could be so many different things. But you play sports, just as an example, and you just don't like the team you're on. You're like, man, these motherfuckers, not only can they not play, they don't know what it's like to be a actual team and work together. It's very divided. No one is supportive. No one's welcomed me since I joined the team. Like genuinely, I can tell it's all just very superficial, very fake. Um, and you're just like, man, I just don't like this team. Maybe I need to see about another team, right? But lo and behold, people have already been kind of hoping. Excuse me, y'all. It's giving very much sleepy. So I don't know. Some of y'all could be tired, because I definitely caught myself getting enough sleep. I thought I did, but maybe I did. Um, but there could be another team that's really looking for someone like you, or they've already been scouting you. Like I said before, they've been just waiting on the opportunity to be able to present you with something, or for you to reach out to them. So hey, there's a possibility of that there. So you could be moving to a whole new team or whatever. Y'all know what it is for you, okay? Some of you guys also could have clairaudient abilities, so this will assist you. Make sure you're really tapping in with yourself. This will assist you in making these new um, transitions, okay? And this is gonna help you evolve. Whatever this new transition is, this new life, it's just gonna you're gonna see the evolution within yourself, and just your space and the people that you are um, communicating with and whatnot. I spoke to something a minute ago. I forget what I even said, but it's still here stuck in my mind, because I heard Because I got a really big team and they need some really big rings. They need some really big rings. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really big things or whatever. Y'all know the song. Anywho, so what's that? Drake and Future, Big Rings. So that could resonate with you as well. Some of you guys could be like you could be a Lord Jesus, like a Super Bowl. I said super. Jesus, give me a second, y'all, because I don't know what's going on. I think I am sleepy. That's trifling. Anywho, um, you could be a football player, basketball player, whatever sport player, okay? And your goal at this time is you want to be on a team that supports you, that you can support them, that, you know, there is reciprocal. You win, I win. You support me, I support you. You uplift me, I uplift you. Y'all build, y'all grow together, y'all work out together, y'all your outside lives outside of the actual sport itself is in alignment with one another's, um, just all things of that, right? And I feel as though whoever you are now, granted, you could have already won, um, you know, and have a few rings. Okay, so shout out to you if that is your situation. Congratulations, man. Listen. That work ain't easy. Okay, now let's be real. Even if you sat on the bench, okay, um, you still had to show up, right? You still had to show up to practice. You still had to be a part of the team, and you know, I think a lot of people kind of fail to acknowledge that as well because it's like you still showed up, you were still there in the practices, and even if your only contribution was being in the practice, that still assisted those who were actually on field. Um, who you know made certain plays and actually won the Super Bowl or the what's it called in basketball, y'all? Because look, I'm over here about to say All Star game, but I'm not the championship. But yeah, so um, I'm also hearing wrestling. I think I had a wrestling reference. It was very brief though. In the What Spirit Needs You to Know Now message as well. So you definitely might resonate with that. So you could probably go check that out also. Um Now granted they get belts, but yeah. Anywho, um back to what I was saying about y'all. I am like so some of y'all could just be like tired or like a little spacey. Now I don't know, it could just be me. Okay. But generally I'm not like this, so it's kind of funny. Because I feel like I really want to go back in here and go to bed, but I know I do not have the opportunity to do that right now. So I will get my rest when I get my rest. Okay. Um, and I did also speak to that as well in the What Spirit Needs You to Know Now message. So definitely go check that out as well. Okay. Um, but yeah, like I said, you know, if you showed up to practice and you were practicing, okay, with the individuals who were on field during the time of winning said Super Bowl, said All Star, I mean, Jesus championship games, whatever. Um, you know, you still played your part, you still played a role because, you know, without them and your assistance during practice, it's, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all catch my drift. Um, let's see if there's anything else that needs to be stated within this message. I didn't realize this message has been 18 minutes so far. I'm thinking I'm only at like 15 at most. Yeah, and whatever. It's like, okay, I'm getting the energy too about like somebody could be like trying to stop you from moving forward. Now, if we are talking about, okay, wait a minute, Spirit. If we are talking about, hold on, y'all. My chair doing that kind of creaking and squeaking. Um, if we are talking about something along the lines of like you on a certain team and you're trying to move from the team, you could have some people that are trying to stop you from it. So I mean, keep it to yourself if you haven't already told somebody. But um, yeah, y'all could have somebody that's really gonna try to stop you from moving from. Lord Jesus, hold on, y'all. Stop you from moving from this community. Okay. Um, whoever you are very talented. And I feel as though they know that and they know that you have other options. So they're going to try to stop you from moving into this new life. But you got to take your talent elsewhere and allow it to really create this new life for you. It's going to be a smooth transition, okay, from this old community to into this new one. So whether, like I say, you're just moving, okay, and it has nothing to do with sports or whatever, and you're just moving, everything will flow smoothly for those of you who are kind of worried about all that because it's a lot that comes with moving. Okay, the packing, the unpacking, the packing, the loading, the the unloading, the unpacking. Okay, all of that. All right, the U-Haul, that whole everything. Okay, it's a process, but I feel for those of you guys, it will be a smooth process for you. Okay, um music could play a big part in whatever you have going on. Some of you guys could be talent. Oh goodness, some of you guys could be musically talented. Okay, so this could be something that applies. Maybe you are with a certain record label and you just see that like you don't care for the record label, you don't like how they treat others on the label as well as yourself. You don't feel like there's room for you to grow with this company. Maybe some of you guys just don't feel respected, right? Things are not fine with this company. You don't agree with some of the principles that they move within, okay? And so you're just feeling like it's time for you to take your talent elsewhere and create this new life that you very much deserve. For some of you guys, it will take some strength because let's be real, if we are talking about the music industry, I'm sure that many of you know that there can be some foul play within the industry. I mean, yeah, I ain't even gonna go into all of that, but um so, just make sure you keep your head up, you staying focused, knowing that everything's going to flow smoothly for you, knowing that the Divine Mother is, um, guiding you and guarding you and protecting you and providing for you and showing you the way. But also, while doing so, making sure that you are doing some cleansing work, okay? Just keep doing your spiritual baths, burning your sage cleansing and clearing your energy, wearing your crystals, your evil eyes, all of that stuff, okay, whatever you do. And just keep your energy clean at this time so that you don't have to worry about just whatever. Well, hell, you ain't gonna worry about it anyway. But also those of you who are just moving from one place to another, you will, just, be mindful of just moving within principles, okay? And so, move, cleanse the space, in whatever way that is for you, right? Just don't be leaving a whole bunch of junk, okay? If anything, at least take the stuff out and sit it at the trash can or something like that. Or just, on the, what you call that? On the sidewalk for the trash people to pick up, whatever. But yeah, so just know that this will be successful for you guys. So everything's gonna work itself out. Yeah, I send you guys my love and high vibrational energy. I hope that you guys have received your message from this reading, and I will be back with another message for you guys soon. All right, see ya.